Hello everybody and welcome to Mind Designs, where you get short tips and tricks to build a better business. Today we'll talk about YouTube automation and how it is revolutionizing the way we make videos, allowing us the ability to create videos at a much faster rate. This video is full of great content. We're going to talk about what is YouTube automation, what sort of topics should you choose if you're about to create your own channel, and also what sort of tools you should be using for your YouTube automation. And finally, we'll share with you our own process of how we use YouTube automation tools to create our own videos. YouTube automation in its simplicity is basically using a bunch of tools to help you automate your video making process. This can include anything from automating tedious tasks like recording audio and scripting to more complex tasks like creating thumbnails, editing the video, and publishing it. It is important to note that YouTube automation it's not all about replacing the human element within the video making process. AIs can't do that yet, and hopefully they'll never be able to do so, because that means they can think on their own, which is scary AF. So as per my knowledge at the moment, humans will always be needed to create videos, especially if you want to keep them original. Being original is vital to have a successful YouTube channel, and I always recommend to put your own twist onto your videos, even if you're using automation in your video making process. The main tools we use within our video making process include Jasper AI to help us write some of the content, Canva to create our thumbnails, and VIDIQ to do some of the keyword research. And today we will also share our video making process, so stay tuned because we're going to talk about it very soon. So what sort of channel should you focus on if you want to use YouTube automation? That's a great question. But before I go into the detail of what sort of topics you should choose for your channel, let's go and have a look at some successful channels that have applied YouTube automation so we can get our creative juices flowing. Factsverse is an excellent example of an automated YouTube channel. They cover celebrities and basically talk about their life and behind the scenes events. This channel is completely automated in terms of video content, but the audio is still scripted and recorded. In one video, the owner actually explained that it cost them about $125 to make a video, and at the moment their channel is making about $100,000 a month. Top Cars TV is another great example, which obviously focuses on car content. This one is completely automated and basically is a listicle, which means it's very easy to make and cheap to produce. AnimalTube.tv is another great example that focuses mostly on animal and nature content. This channel usually outsources its videos, and most of them are very generic with audio that sounds like a robot. Now that we covered a few examples, let's think about what sort of topics you should choose for your channel. After looking at dozens of channels in the automated niche, we came to a conclusion that the best topics that you should focus on are the ones that have a lot of content out there for you to use in your videos. The more content you have, the better, including articles, videos, and even music. Some great topics you can choose from include news updates, product reviews, educational videos, celebrity and sport news. These type of video topics don't need much content that you need to create because there's so much out there you can use. With having a lot of content to work with, you can easily produce your video content and not have to film it yourself or create it with other sort of software. Now, some of you must be wondering if it's okay to copy videos and put it into your own content. Well, it's okay if you only use a small portion of it and your video has a different context. That way, you are making sure that you are not copying someone else's content and using it in the same way in your video. Just make sure when you copy it, don't use more than 4% of the video within your content, so it doesn't look like you're copying a big section of the video. Your video content in general must be original, so make sure you use multiple clips from different places and create your own context within the video. Now, are you ready to explore some of the best tools you can use for your automation process? Let's cover our top selection, starting with VIDIQ. This software basically helps people optimize their videos in order to rank higher on YouTube's search engine. It gives you keyword suggestions and even headings to use within your videos. VIDIQ is like a secret weapon. It helps you make sure that your videos get engagement and also increases the amount of views you get for each video. Before we continue with this video, please take your time to subscribe to the channel if you like the sort of content you are watching. And if you don't like the content, make sure you comment below about what sort of content you want to see. Now let's move on to Jasper AI. Jasper AI is actually a software that we use in-house, and it helps us write a lot of our copywriting for us. It is basically like your own support in writing content, and you'll be surprised how much content this thing can create and how fast it can do it. This one really helps us to create our own video content when it comes to scripting, and I highly recommend you give it a try. It has a free version or a free trial for a few days, and you get a few thousand words to actually generate, and then you can check it out for yourself. Jasper AI is a cutting-edge software that utilizes AI technology in order to help people write copy. It works by analyzing data from your target audience to help you generate copy that will resonate with them. It can also help you write scripts and content just like this video and many other types of content that uses copywriting. Canva is another powerful tool that we use to create our YouTube thumbnails. It has an easy drag-drop sort of function and is super intuitive, and almost anyone can learn it from the start until they get pretty good at it. Pixel is a great video library that you can use to find clips for your video content. It has become one of the go-to options for a lot of video makers and content creation out there, as it has a lot of footage and people continuously upload their own videos onto that platform. Now I would like to share with you our own video making process and share with you tips to set you up for success. Our process comprises of 5 easy steps: keyword research, video scripting, video recording, video editing, and video posting. Let's cover each one in a little bit more detail. Keyword research is all about finding the right keywords to use within your video so it can be discovered. We use SEMrush, VIDIQ in order to find the keywords that are optimized for our audience. I highly recommend to never skip this step because it's super important and it will get you heaps of organic traffic into your videos. The best thing about VIDIQ is that it shows you keywords that are trending and are not so competitive, so you have more of a chance to rank for those keywords when you put your videos on YouTube. Once we gather a list of keywords, we decide which ones we want to pick and start scripting based on those keywords. Writing scripting is not easy, especially if you don't feel creative or not in the mood of actually writing a whole script. But there are some tricks to make this task a lot easier for you. For example, you can look up Google for different articles about the video topic you want to talk about, and then you can get some ideas about the content. I usually choose about 3 to 4 articles that I find online and then pick what sort of information I want to talk about. By the way, the articles that rank highest on Google usually have the content that people like the most. So choosing your content from the top articles on Google is a great decision. Another extra tip is using AI like Jasper to help you write the script. So once you get the information and all the keywords, you can put that into Jasper and it will actually try to give you some sort of words and paragraphs that you can put together, edit, and make your own script for the video. As you can see, most of the video footage is done by me. But if you want your automated channel to be completely automated in terms of video, you will have to find your clips online or in another place. You also have the option to use a whiteboard animation software like Doodle Maker or VideoScribe, and that way you don't have to film anything on the camera. Video editing is the next step in our process, and you can typically outsource this task because it requires a little bit of experience. We actually have a talented team member in-house that is responsible for editing all our videos and complete tasks such as video editing, sound corrections, and color corrections. The last step on our list is actually posting the video on YouTube, and this task is not as simple as you might think. The way you post your video on YouTube will determine 2 things: whether people will find your video or whether people will click on your thumbnail. This means that you want your thumbnail to be very intriguing, and some good practices include putting less words in, 3 to 6 words, an image of someone, and also using vivid colors. You can check some of our thumbnails on our channel and maybe look at some popular big channels and see what they're doing with their thumbnails. Your video should also include as many keywords as possible related to your topic in order to help it get discovered. I would like to thank you so much for watching the video until the end. Give it a little like if you saw something that was interesting and gave you some value. If you have any content that you want us to create, please put it in the comments below and we'll be happy to try to do it for you and try to give you as much information as possible so you can build a better business. Till next time, have a good one.